How is it going, guys, and welcome to the Olufemi channel. We're a group of teachers that want to shore up your video production skills in as little time as possible.
What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. My name is Quinn, and today we're going to be completely re-editing a video I shot a while back. It was a skincare product video of a clay mask that I shot completely on my iPhone. I did a whole video behind the scenes tutorial on it if you want to check that out. Here's how that turned out. Now you may be wondering, what can we do to this footage without shooting anything new to make it better? And my answer to that is Envato Elements. Envato Elements is a subscription service that gives you unlimited downloads to an access of literally millions of digital assets. So things like stock footage, sound effects, music, different templates, transition packs, motion graphic packs. Today's video is sponsored by Envato, but talking about it doesn't do it justice because as a creator, you want to know, how can this help me? And I'm going to show you how by taking my footage, using assets from Envato, and showing you how we can completely amplify my whole edit to basically elevate my content. So let's move this over into post. All right, so here we are in Adobe Premiere Pro. I've pulled the clips that I want to use from my original commercial onto this timeline. So as you can see, it's a basic few different types of shots. I definitely want to keep this like clean, refreshing, hydrating feel that this already has, but I know for sure we can amplify it. So let's hop into Envato and see what we can find. First thing I want to do is see what kind of footage I can pull from here. With my skincare commercial, the mask is mint and lemon. So we'll start there. I'm gonna go ahead and search lemon. And let's narrow this down to just stock video. So let's research that. We have some really cool VFX type stuff. We have these lemons falling. I like that. I'm gonna download that. We got this lemon spinning around with some water on it, which is nice. That's nice. All right, I think I got a few good ones. I'm gonna go ahead and type in mint. Okay, so I love this. This is very like refreshing skincare vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and download that. This is great if you're like editing something for a restaurant. All right, I think those are good. Next thing I wanna try and get is some water shots because we're sticking with skincare and refreshing. So we're gonna go ahead and type in water and see what we get here. Okay, I love this. So I'm definitely gonna download that. This is cool. This could be used for something, definitely. I kind of want to throw in some like overlays. So maybe let's take a look at light leaks. And now I definitely need some music. So let's go over into music, something more chill and mellow. I definitely want some sound effects. So I've downloaded a bunch of these assets, as you can see here. I think we will start with the music. Let's go ahead and drop in the music. I'm loving this atmospheric lounge one the best. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that in, and we're gonna cut it right to when the beat drops. So I'm gonna stick with this opening shot. I think I'm gonna leave it as is, but I definitely wanna bring in some stock footage. I think I'm gonna open with one of these like lemon shots. This one is cool, but the black may not flow because the rest of the commercial is pretty light. Yeah, I love this one. So I think we're gonna throw this one in. This is super clean, but I wanna add a little bit of movement. So I'm gonna add a speed ramp in the beginning. Now this lemon looks a little orange. So I'm gonna go into my Lumetri color. I'm gonna go down to curves, select my hue, highlight that, and maybe drag this to make it a little bit less orange. And then maybe we'll add a little transition in between these two. So I'm gonna go into my little short transition pack here, like one of these. And we're gonna drag this over the two clips, as you can see here. We're gonna click our transition, go into effects, and change our blend mode to screen. That's gonna blend out the black there. Cut it right here on the beat. Perfect. And then let's definitely get into the label. So this shot is nice as is, but I'm thinking we could add a little bit more to it using our stock footage. So first thing I'm gonna do is color it. Perfect. I think I want to add something in the background here. And I think what people kind of forget when they are using stock footage is that you can customize it. Once you have it, you can tweak it and change it to match whatever you're editing. So I like this water shot. I think this is really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag this in the background. Maybe I'll put a mask on this, you know, so we can clear out these edges in the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw a mask around the product like this. That looks cool. I'm gonna bring this out and I'm gonna feather it. Already that looks pretty cool. I'm also going to color our water shot so that it blends a little bit better with our label shot. And maybe I'll also scale in our water shot a bit and add some keyframes. So as you can see, we take kind of a basic boring image and we can add this stock footage or motion graphic to add a whole nother element and feel to it. So I like this a lot. Now let's introduce the mint. So we're gonna drag this in, and I actually like this shot as is, so I'm gonna leave it, except the color is definitely different. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my color and white balance this. And maybe let's throw in some of these water shots. Let's also tweak the color. And let's also add some movement. So we're gonna chop this up, drag this out, find kind of a different framing. And just on beat, we get that quick change of pace. And then let's scale this in. And maybe we'll scale this one out. See how that looks? And then let's go ahead and throw in one of our original clips. And I think I want to add another light leak. So let's go ahead and find, maybe that one might be cool. Change the blend mode to screen. Then I'm thinking let's throw in another mint shot. I think we have something similar. And then I think we'll go ahead and add these two clips. Then let's add this guy because I love the movement of the splash with this. But let's also scale it in. I think we'll center it up a little bit. Cool. And then I'm also gonna do the same thing, change up the color. And this music is great, but there's no ending in the music. So let's chop up this music to make it flow a little bit better. I have this final shot here, but I'm thinking maybe we take that water graphic, maybe we can put this to use. So let's go ahead and drop this underneath, drag it out, and we'll change this blend mode of the top clip to screen. So now we have that, which is cool, but it goes in front of the product, which we don't want. I'm gonna reposition it a little bit better. Maybe add some rotation. Let's go ahead and draw a mask just around the product. We don't need to do it super intensely. Like that. We'll invert it. And now we have this flowing behind the product, which looks very cool. Looks like you hired some crazy VFX artists to do this. So especially if you had like the logo here on the right or some text, which you could pull some text animations also from Envato, but for this I'm gonna leave it as is. But what a cool way to end it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and nest these two. And I'm gonna add a push in, like this, just so we close on a little bit of movement, like that. And we'll cross dissolve that out. All right, I'm really happy with this. Let's add some sound effects. All right, we got some water splashing. We're gonna add those to where we see water and where it makes sense. Once again, you can tweak your sound effects so that they match up with the video. So like I usually add a low pass to a lot of my sound effects. Let's also get some bubbles. We definitely need bubble sound effects. So what's great is like as you're editing, you can have Envato open and you can be pulling assets in real time. Cool, so I think we're done. So here's our final edit with all the assets that we pulled from Envato. And I just really quickly want to point out how helpful and amazing it is to have these like different shots of the lemon and the mint and the water, stuff that would take me a really long time to set up to shoot, or you know, I probably would need like super slow motion camera and really fancy lighting and all that, and meanwhile it took me 10 seconds to search and pull from this, and then I could tweak it and make it kind of fit with the edit how I wanted it to fit. And even something like this where you can layer your clips so you can blend them together, like this ending clip with the water and the product, it just makes it look so much more professional. And the sound effects, I use sound effects all the time in all my product videos. If you look at any of my work, I'm always putting in sound effects. So to have a library of really high quality sound effects that I can use and tweak to fit my edit is insane. And that's how we transform my skincare commercial from a solid edit into something more dynamic and engaging using Envato Elements. As you can see, Envato is great to get those shots that maybe you can't realistically get in person, like those super slow motion shots of the lemons falling into the water. Or maybe you're on a really tight deadline and you don't have time to set up a shot and shoot something or hire someone to do it. Or maybe you're on a really tight budget and you can't afford a VFX artist to create these motion graphic assets for you. I know personally in my editing process, I use a lot of sound effects, I need music, I need visuals, sometimes transitions, things that I just don't have the time or energy or knowledge on how to create most of the time. So to be able to have access to a library like Envato is very, very helpful. I highly recommend checking them out, and thank you Envato for sponsoring today's video. Also let me know what you guys think of the 2 different edits, which one you like more. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.